Hi, let's take a look at Magik issue 2, written by Ashley Allen, drawn by Germán Peralta, and colored by Arthur Hesli. Full spoilers ahead, so you're forewarned. This is a fun and really good read. I enjoyed the story, but more importantly, the art captured my attention. But more on that later. Hi, Future Tyler here. I was initially kind of annoyed that Cal thinks he's too good for help when he knows nothing when it comes to Magik to begin with, especially when Magik had already proven herself, last issue. And while I like that Magik is being patient with him, it is stupidly stubborn of Cal, even when there's clearly a connection with Dark Child drawn on one of those pages. I agree. It is kind of like all the characters, in a slasher film, acting in some stupid way. At the very least, I think Cal redeemed himself a little towards the end of the issue, even though it might have been a bit too late. The story appears rather run-of-the-mill initially, but there are some mysteries surrounding the events, like why are only mutants targeted, and how could that child be involved given that Liminal had been sealed for generations, presumably, and that Dark Child Magik had only been around for 20 years? So while I'm not exactly thrilled last issue with the reappearance of Dark Child, we might not be dealing with the same stories from the past regarding Dark Child and Magik. And we are learning stuff together with Magik and Cal as the story stuck firmly, more or less, with Magik's point of view. So I like this approach. And it makes us more invested in the story as it unfolds because it makes us feel like we are with them. I also find that the voice given to Magik to be on point, and it is slightly more mature and nuanced than what we have over at X-Men. Okay, to be fair, McKay had not had a chance to spotlight Illyana too much, apart from her, using her in fights and as a boss, and one-liner with Juggernaut. And McKay did write that she was intentionally playing dumb on the team. So, Anyway, speaking of teleportation, I have a nitpick. This is the first time anyone had complained about feeling sick after using Magik's teleportation disc. If I remember correctly, it is instantaneous, so there should not even be any weird feeling. But I do like that Alan is playing a little into Magik's pansexuality, even though she did not quite acknowledge it nor initiate it this time. I still remember that page where she asked the aliens regarding making out with her. The fight scene in this issue is also quite inventive. While I like all the bullets stuff in last one better, this one plays a little bit with like frequencies and sound and is quite fun, and would not have worked without the excellent art though. I think the art is even better this issue. There are a lot of great panels, both action and quieter ones. As mentioned, the fight scenes would not have been as successful without Peralta's art. From the design of the Demon Ran and her skeletal guitar to the various effects of the guitar strumming and Magik's spell in the form of like large fury hands and the poses of both characters, they are beautiful. Not only that, while the crowd scenes are not as varied nor detailed as U-KnOwHo's over at Exceptional, we do get a good number of varied background characters, including some mutants in the concert scene. Agree. And they're not just like rough figures standing around doing nothing. Well, we do have some of those, but we also have background characters running away, getting flung in the air by demons and whatnot, which adds to the chaos of the crowd scenes. And the non-action scenes shines just as brightly. I especially like the one where Dark Child looming behind Magik and her transformation conveyed simply through two panels of close-up of Illyana's eyes. And then, you have all the varied expressions from characters, ranging from determined to surprise to defiance. I mean, they're all well rendered without being overly exaggerated. Also, I mean, a lot of times Asian characters do not look Asian, and sometimes even if they look Asian, they are not the right Asian. I mean, Asia is after all like the largest continent on earth, so not every Asians look the same. The Japanese girl Haruhi hitting on Magik looks Japanese, so that is a plus in my book. And speaking of Japanese, there's definitely a manga anime vibe in this issue with respect to the design of the characters and the monsters, such as the multi-eye monster behind Demon Ran, and also the design of the Demon Ran herself. Hesli's color also works very, very well with Peralta's art. Peralta himself does some really nice painted commission work, and I feel like Hesli colors invoke a similar aesthetics to Peralta's own painted work. The background especially has some really nice watercolor painted look to it, while the characters do not have the same look with respect to colors. They are richly colored and looks really good on the page. Well, I found Peralta's original pages, and as it turns out, the watercolor backgrounds were actually painted by Peralta, and a color was applied after. So the aesthetics make sense. While this story is not super original, Magik's voice and the excellent art and colors make this one a 4 out of 5 for me. Agree? So this is a must buy. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Please share this with your friends and leave us a comment below. Thanks, and Tyler out.